Sweet Ember.
What's going on, y'all? Bunny Chaff here. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon FireRed. You caught me chilling with some old people in the hot springs. Last time, we arrived here on one island, also known as Knot Island by the fan base. And, yeah, we're gonna continue exploring Knot Island and see what it has to offer, and then explore the rest of the other two islands we can go to. Something I forgot to show was that if you want to go into that hot spring right there, you can fully heal your Pokemon. That's kind of cool. I mean, it is cool. It's a nice little, kind of a Pokemon Center away from a Pokemon Center, so you don't have to surf all the way back. Off camera, I did fight all the trainers around here, and I also hit 5 Thunders in a row, which was pretty awesome, which makes me not want to get rid of Thunder so quickly as I wanted to before. Well, at least that was off camera. I wanted to give Lapras a Thunderbolt TM. But maybe not, maybe not. What's up with this dude? Can you imagine if this volcano were to erupt? The explosion would be the end of us. How terrifying is that? While we're terrified, would you like me to teach Explosion? No, that's alright, that's alright. Explosion, really great kamikaze move. Don't plan on teaching... Oh, hello. Over here. We'll try digging here. The treasure the admin's been talking about should be here. What the? You're in the way. Get lost. Okay, that's weird. Must be something that's gonna happen later. Anyways, explosion. Really great kamikaze of a move. I don't have strength. How the fuck does this keep happening? This is not the first time this has happened when I played this game where I just forget strength. I even mentioned it last episode that we're gonna need strength. God damn it. You know what? I'll give it to Peter. We haven't been using Dig too much because I don't know. It takes a little while to use, and plus I think it can. Plus I. Plus I. Plus we'll. Plus we'll reteach it to him later. If we need to. Anyways. Let's move these boulders out of the way. Oh. Hello? Let's see, do I have the right Pokemon I want up front? Yeah, Styx is fine. Stuck to you. Do you know how caves form inside volcanoes? No, I do not. Hello. You're a new trainer class. This is the Pokemon Ranger trainer class. Although, looked like a picnicker. But that's alright, that's alright. Something I forgot to mention. We're here in Mount Ember now. New dungeon to explore. There's one new Pokemon to find here. Well, kinda two. It's Machops Evolution and Machoke. It's not as cool as this new one. Leaf Green users, you've finally got yourself another exclusive. And you beat us. I'd say you got the best one out of FireRed people. You got Magmar. Unlike us, we got Electabuzz in the power plant, but I still kind of prefer Raichu because he comes earlier. Or Jolteon because, you know, early. You get Magmar, although not as early as something like Flareon or Ninetales or Charizard. Magmar is really great. It's one of my personal favorites. It's pretty much the counterpart to Electabuzz. They got similar stats in a way, kinda. Magmar isn't as fast as Electabuzz, but it is stronger than Electabuzz. They're both physically frail, nonetheless, so be careful with physical attackers when you're fighting against them. Magmar learns a lot of interesting moves, much like Electabuzz. I forgot to mention, Electabuzz could learn the TM Psychic, and so can Magmar. Magmar can also learn the TM Psychic. Magmar can also learn Cross Chop, but that's only through breeding, so you won't be able to use that. It can also learn Thunder Punch, which I think it can learn. No, I don't think it can learn. I think that's only breeding. So no Thunder Punch, but still, it's got some pretty good moves, and its final evolution in the newer games, not really newer games, but next generation, actually gets some really great coverage moves. Magmar's pretty good. Fun fact about Magmar line or Magmar and Electabuzz, they both in Generation 1 could learn the move Teleport. So that's pretty cool. I mean, that's about it. I mean, you can learn a couple Psychic type moves. I mean, that's kind of cool. Not that exciting. In the original games, Magmar would have been in the Pokemon Mansion, and not here because the Sevi Islands are only exclusive to Fire Red and Leaf Green, and they're not in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, which really sucks. I think they should have put them in there, put these islands in there, even though there isn't much to them, but still, would have been really cool to visit them. It's one of my big complaints about the Let's Go games. They didn't. I wish they took more notes from Fire Red and Leaf Green, but that's okay. Yeah, I will also say the Sevi Islands are also one of the reasons why I prefer Fire Red and Leaf Green over the original games. There's just more stuff to do in them, in these games, than there are in the originals. But that's alright, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, back to Magmar. Magmar's pretty cool, really good. It's probably the best fire type the Leaf Green users get, next to Charizard and Flareon or Ninetales, I guess. If you really want to use them, I mean, I won't judge, only a little bit, because we got Arcanine, and that's about it. But yeah, Magmar's pretty good. Fun fact, its Japanese name translates to Boober. And it looks like it's got boobs on its head, or a butt cheek. Or not really butt cheek, but butt cheeks. That's about it. This is all I got. I'm just trying to riff as much as I can, but I'm running out of ideas. What do you mean you can't escape? Fuck off. How about that? I also off-screen caught some Pokemon, as you could tell by the little capture symbol next to Fearow. I caught a Fearow, I caught a Persian, and I caught a Ponyta. God, I wish I could have caught a Magmar. And I thought I put a Repel up. What the fuck is this shit? Yeah, Mirror Move failed. Mirror Move is a weird move. It's flying type, and I would say it's exclusive to Fearow. It's not really exclusive to Fearow. What it does is that it copies the move last used by the opponent. So if I use, like, Ice Beam on the Fearow, well, Fearow would have died. Anyways, but if I use Ice Beam on the Fearow and the Fearow somehow survives, the Fearow can use Mirror Move and then use Ice Beam. I think it does, like, maybe double damage back if copied, but yeah, that's about it. You're really not going to be using Mirror Move seriously, unless you're playing competitive with a bird like Pidgeot and Fearow, but even then, well, at least for the original games, even then, you're not really using them to fight many things, is what I'm slowly trying to exit out my mouth and struggling. Anyways, now we're in the... Okay, Geodudes are nice here to catch. Just level them up once and you can get a Graveler. That's cool. Again, if you're a Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald player, some of this stuff kind of looks a little familiar, or looks a little similar. A little bit. Let's see, you don't really need to Rock Smash those things. I think I just missed a hidden item in the exterior part of the mountain, but not important. I don't think it was really important. Is that not a hidden item there? What? Oh no, it's this one, right? Yeah, it's Firestone. So, we got a place giving us a Firestone. It's an elemental place, nonetheless. Much like the little generator area. Not generator. power plant, that's it. Where it gave us a Thunderstone, and if you check the hidden items well enough in Seafoam Islands, I didn't. You get a Water Stone, and this place has a Firestone. It just kind of connects somehow. I wonder how. This place is optional as well. Oh, and there's another Firestone. Very intriguing, Mount Ember. Let's see what else you got if we continue up the summit. We don't need our repel anymore. Let's go through. Thing about strength, there's more types of strength puzzles than just pushing them down holes. This style puzzles where you just gotta push them out of the way in a certain direction. Why, hello there! You're kind of familiar looking. Also an odd-looking creature. Okay, make sure you save in front of this weird fella and have the right lead Pokemon that you want. And let's talk to it. Oh, it won't pick up. Here we have the last of the legendary bird trio, Moltres. And it really is the last one. Trace. Again, if you know Spanish. Moltres is a fire flying type. Also has similar issues to Articuno with rock types. Quad weak to them. Moltres, I think, is one of my favorite of the legendary birds. It's a little more underrated than, I think, Articuno and Zapdos. Well, definitely a little more underrated than Zapdos, but I think it's a little more underrated probably because of the design. It's just basically like the rubber chicken, but on fire. This Moltres will only know for attacking moves Fire Spin. Yeah, that's pretty pathetic compared to Zapdos' Drill Peck and Articuno's Ice Beam. So already off to a bad start. Its level up move pool, at least in Generation 1, was pretty dire as well, because it also had only Fire Spin for the longest time. But to be fair, if you're only encountering these guys at level 50, and it's really not gonna matter too much anyway. So I mean, nonetheless. It also has flamethrower. My bad. I didn't realize it also had flamethrower. Okay, so this guy is pretty special. It actually has 2 other attacks. Ooh, we get the Spadef drop. That's great. Totally helpful. I forgot I had a flamethrower. But as I was saying, yeah, you're really not going to use Moltres early on, or early in the game, unless you hacked a Moltres in the early game for yourself. But yeah, other than that, yeah, it's a fine level to catch it, I guess, or use it. Moltres would have been in a different area in the original games and in Let's Go games. That would be near the end of the game, of the main story. So we're actually getting it a lot earlier, and in a more unique place. Because the place it was in was not that unique, but it was fine for being the first game. Alright, now we just do what we always do, chuck balls at it. Moltres, in general, is not bulky. I mean, it's got some good bulk on it, but it's not as focused on bulk as, say, Articuno. But it's got some great offensive prowess to it. It's not as fast, though, compared to Zapdos, and does not have as much coverage, per se, as Zapdos, because it doesn't learn any flying type stab moves, much like Articuno. Because I don't know. I mean, I feel like Moltres would be another great contender for Drill Peck, but I mean, I can understand why Articuno isn't, because it's got a smaller beak, but I don't know why Moltres doesn't learn it, but whatever. Doesn't have long of a beak. So you're stuck with Fly and Sky Attack for our good boy Moltres. Moltres, you're mainly going to be using Fire-type moves. That's bread and butter. You'll typically might want to use something like Sunny Day to give him a boost. It should also know Solar Beam, too, so there you go. Run a Sunny Day set with Solar Beam. Hopefully it doesn't affect your team too much. with the sun being out. Other than that, that's all I gotta say about Moltres. It's pretty cool. I like it, personally. It just doesn't do much compared to Zapdos. I mean, it's not as good as Zapdos, but it's way better than Articuno. So that's good. In terms of competitive, that's pretty much what I said. It typically runs its sunny day sets, which make it hit way harder with its fire stabs, which is really what? Oh, I already used yawn. Anyways, which makes it really strong with its fire stabs, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all there is to Moltres. It's one exclusive move that it has compared to the other birds is Endure. What that does is that when the person uses Endure, it's able to survive on 1 HP if the the next move it gets hit by is a fatal one. So if I were to use Big Jim Shadow Ball and it's gonna KO Moltres and Moltres just use Endure, it'll live on with 1 HP. So that's kind of a useful move. And that's about it. Let's start checking balls.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Moltres! Alright, it's not even shaking once. Hasn't shook once in like a while. And I've put it to sleep and it's pretty low on HP. Bit nutty. I might run out of balls against this bird because I didn't have the biggest amount of them in the first place, but hey, you know, weirder things have happened. Zapdos got in pretty quick. Articuno didn't, but you know, that's the thing about Moltres. It's like the mix of Articuno and Zapdos. In a way. Not really, but it's kinda there. Oh, you're such a biatch. You got the 10% burn on my ass. That's fine. At least I got some insurance in case I, you know, hit a heavier attack and almost knock it out. I guess I could return. I won't, though. The best thing about having a Snorlax, though, for these birds is, well, at least the last two that we've come across, is that Snorlax's thick fat is just so good. This is one of the reasons why I got him, is for these birds. Their flamethrowers and ice beams aren't doing as much as they normally would to most Pokemon because thick fat is so goated, so good, and Snorlax's high special defense mixed with his really, really big HP stat really helps. Just being a big ol' impenetrable wall to these last two birds. And Yawn is really helpful. This is not going well. This is really not going well. I don't know if I ever talked about how Fire Spin works. Fire Spin is like Wrap and Bind. It basically traps the opponent for like a few turns until you're free. I don't know if Rapid Spin helps with dealing with it. I don't really use Rapid Spin much, but I know it lets you get away from Wrap and Bind. It's a little... Fire Spin is definitely way better than Wrap and Bind, considering it does actual super effective damage to things, and more Pokemon can get stab on it to do big damage. But other than that, it's... I mean, I think it's even stronger in base power compared to them. So that's really cool, and much like how Wrap and Bind works in Generation 1, Fire Spin works the same way. So you can cheese people with it. Although it's just inaccurate. This guy is just being a goob. He's not staying in the ball. I'm gonna also put a picture of what the Ultra Ball looked like in Ruby and Sapphire because I forgot to do that. My mistake. You know what? Let me try something. One. Nope. Shit. I ran out of yawns? I didn't think I used that many. Oh, you gotta be shitting out my pee hole. Dude, Articuno never froze me with his shit. Why is Moltres just being such a dick? I praised this thing pretty decently. Maybe I didn't give it as much appraisal as, say, Zapdos, but god damn. 1, 2, damn it. 1. Fuck you. Swapped out to Peter thinking this might be a little better, but then I remembered he's not asleep. So this is not gonna be. Oh no! Now he missed with Fire Spin. Oh goody goody gumdrops. We're at 2 Ultra Balls! I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna friggin' run out. 1, 2. Fudge! Down to my last 2 Great Balls. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's not looking good. Oh wow, it's using Endure. I'm trying to endure this pain right now. Can you gain this last ball? 1. And we'll take a reset. Okay, here we go again. Let's see if return will do a good chunk of damage or kill it. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. Oh, you gotta love that max power return. Feels so nice to have. Doesn't kill. Okay, so we can spam it a little bit. One, 2, 3. Damn it! One, 2, 3. Get in the fucking ball! 1, 2. Oh my god, okay. Okay. We're blue balling me here. Something I just realized as to why I'm running out of yawns so quickly. I just remembered. The birds have pressure for an ability. What that does is that you send your Pokemon out with pressure. Let's say it is exerting its pressure. And that just means every time an opponent uses a move, instead of taking away 1 PP, it takes 2. I just realized that, and I realized I never explained it, so I thought it's a great time to explain it now. That's why I don't think it's a good idea to have it on your Aerodactyl, because I think pressure's better on like more bulky Pokemon, like the birds here. They got better bulk than Aerodactyl does. God dang it! 2. Dang it! Oh, we're almost at 40 minutes of recording. The longest of the birds, still, by far. Just stay in the ball. My God. It's just taking so long compared to the other 2. I thought Articuno would be the hardest one to do with the luck I was having. Apparently not. Apparently Moltres is going to be the hardest one here. 1. Alright, reset number 3. Or number 2. 10-3. Oh, you're such a bitch. Oh, you're such a bitch. You are such a bitch. You're such a fucking bitch. I hope you rot. I hope you fucking rot for that. You're such a fucking bitch. Of course. Of course you would choose Flamethrower. Take down my yawn guy. Fuck you, Moltres. How about that? Eat shit and die. I have praised you, even said you're my favorite legendary bird, and this is how you treat me, being the hardest. My 3rd attempt here is going piss poorly already. Oh my god. He's blue-balled me so fucking hard. Just stay in the stupid ball, please. If I had a Pokeball, I would have freaking bought some. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why he's not being captured, because I didn't bring any Pokeballs, so it matches his color scheme. Jesus Christ. Just stay in the ball. God damn. I'm considering resetting already, but I'm not. I'm just gonna keep persisting with my balls. Oh my ass, dude. Guys, I think it's safe to say we reset once more. Just judging from how well this is going. Are you shitting my ass? Oh my god. Of course. Of course. Oh my god. Alright. Reset number 5. I have spent 5 attempts on Moltres. I have not spent this long on a legendary. This is the one concern I had when doing the Pokemon Let's Play, when I have to deal with legendaries. How long it would take me to catch one. Good Christ! It has been an hour. Stay in the ball, please. Dude. Something about that, there's something about seeing the same animations over and over that just lulls a man to sleep. You know what? I'm resetting. Oh, attempt 6. Here we go. 1. God damn it! Please, let me capture Moltres. RNGesus. Are you up there? And can you see this bullshit? Never mind, you don't. You don't. You really can't. You really can't. You really can't. Yes! Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god, I fucking did it! Oh my god, 8 attempts later? 7 or 8 attempts later? Oh my god! I caught the fucking bird! There it is! That's great! That's great! Can I give it a nickname? Oh, sure! Maybe another time. Alright, guys. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe. See you guys in the next episode. Good night, everybody!